No, white people, this is what white people need to do. Let me be very explicit. People say, so what's the solution? Let me tell you the solution. We do not support terrorism, acts of violence. I say this because if I encourage this, I will go to jail. Okay? So I am not in favor of terrorism. I'm not in favor of murder, violence, anything like this. This is how you need to protect yourself. Power comes in many different forms. And what you need to realize is you are on your own. The police are not looking out for you. They were not looking out for us when the COVID lockdown happened. They were there holding you down and forcing you to get the vaccine. They're not looking out for you during BLM. Black people were destroying your storefront and chasing you around and killing you, and police were standing off to the side. So was Trump, for that matter. So you need to understand no one is coming to save you. No one is looking out for you. There is no justice here. There is no propriety. The government will not use lawful force to protect you. So what does that mean? It means you need to protect yourself. But you are an individual. There's only so much you can do as an individual, and you should do it. If you're a man, get a gun. Become proficient in firearms training. Get a gun and learn how to protect yourself. If it's legal in your state, carry a gun. But you need to learn about the rules of firearms because you can't be a cowboy. You need to understand also it cuts both ways. Some people think the solution is I'm going to get a gun and I'm going to carry a gun. And then you know what happens? They get in an altercation, they whip out the gun, and they go to jail forever. They go to jail for brandishing the gun. They go to jail because they shoot somebody and, you know, the laws are against them in the state. It's a Daniel Penny situation. It's a Kyle Rittenhouse situation. You don't want that either. So it's a false sense of security, but it's the first step, okay? Don't get carried away. Don't go crazy. We don't want it to be the OK Corral because there's many ways you could be screwed. The police are trying to hurt you in more ways than one, and remember that. Here's the real solution for white people. It's not get a gun necessarily. It's not do these self-protection things. That's the bare minimum. The solution for white people is you need to find a group. And by that, I do not mean, actually, it's the opposite. I do not mean a membership organization. I don't mean sign up for something. Don't put your fucking name on anything. Anything that's asking you for a membership due, $20 to join the club and get your card, get your membership card. I'm not talking about that. No militias, no groups, no chapters, no nothing like that. I'm talking about decentralized, small network of highly trusted people that you know. Don't call it anything. Don't call it a thing. It's not a thing. It's unspoken. But you get together with like-minded people that live in your area, in proximity, share your values, and just start to help each other, especially if you're young. But if you're old too, help each other, make connections in local government, with cops, firefighters, people in the business space. Just start to make friends. Become an asset yourself. What can you do for other people? What could you provide in a situation? Do you have a gun? Are you muscular? Do you have a car? Do you know how to drive? Do you have money? Do you have connections? Are you in law enforcement? Things like this. You want to start to get together because this is what they all do. This is really the source of power in the street in a situation like this. The cops are not coming to help you. If you're just calling 911, you're fucked.
I feel like he's taking a little bit dig at Chud the Builder, talking about guns and ending up in jail. But look, let me just say this. I know a lot of people do not like Nick Fuentes. I've been criticizing for agreeing with a lot of his points before. But I genuinely don't think Nick Fuentes is racist. We know this because he even thinks what Chud the Builder was doing is distasteful. When it comes to talking about white people, Nick Fuentes he's not talking about being victims. He's actually giving them solid advice, not to crash out, not to do anything stupid. And that's something I could respect because I think a lot of people cannot divorce their emotions from anything and automatically, if you just hear Nick Fuentes say the word white people, in a sentence, they're automatically quick to jump to be like, oh, this guy's racist. He's a white nationalist that hates black people. I don't see none of that. I just see a dude who's just talking about solutions. That's it. He's nothing to be emotional about, nothing to be like, oh, he's racist, he's a Nazi, nothing like that. I've always approached Nick Fuentes' content like that. Some people disagree. They want me to call him a Nazi and all this crazy stuff. But yo, I think we just need to touch grass and not just be too emotional with this content that we're watching.
But if you could call your best buddy, who might be a cop or might be some muscular guy, whatever, that's a different story. They might be able to help you out of a jam. Professionals, accountants, lawyers, business people, we need to start to look out for each other as a true white community. Can white people help each other get a job? Can white people help each other get a lawyer, get pro bono legal representation? Can white people be there for you if you're in a dangerous situation? You need protection. You need a ride. Your kid's in some bad situation. You have connections with a judge in government, something in a school, at a university, at your school board. These are the kinds of connections people need to start to make. And it's very important that you don't call it anything. The second that you call it an organization, the second you put your name on a list, it's RICO, it's the government's coming down on you, the SPLC is coming down on you, whatever. Don't call it anything. Don't give it a name. Don't broadcast it. Don't put it out on Facebook. Hey, everybody, we're doing a meetup of people that are really pissed off and don't know what the hell to do anymore. Don't do that. But you got to just start to, those that know will know, start to find like-minded people, and we got to just start looking out for each other. It's that simple. We need to start to knit back together a social fabric of people that can look out for each other. Every other community is doing it. Jews are doing it. They get together and gather on Shabbos, and they're helping each other all the time. Helping each other with connections, with everything. The deals they do for each other, they will not do with Gentiles. Same is true of black people. Black people have aldermen representing them. They have these civic institutions representing them, securing for them they welfare, they benefits, they government, whatever. Muslims are doing it. They all get together at the mosque and they're all helping each other. And they're colonizing local government. We need to do the same. We need to start to concentrate in particular areas and start to look out for each other and be very, very careful. The difference between us and everybody else is they don't want us to organize. Muslims can organize and they could be extremely corrupt. Jews organize and they are extremely corrupt. Blacks organize and they're extremely corrupt. These black aldermen in Chicago, it's so degenerate and corrupt, it would make you laugh how absurd it is. And if ever there was some competent attorney general or prosecutor, these people would all be in jail, but that's just it. They get a pass because they're black. White people are handcuffed by the rules. This is the point. You have a problem. White people are under attack, but that's not even really the problem. The real issue is that the solution is illegal. Problems crop up. Issues happen. People fight. The problem is that we are literally being handcuffed so that we cannot resist. And so we need to find ways to step outside of the traditional ways of solving problems. This is why the outfit existed in Chicago for the Italians. This is why the mafia existed. They called it this thing of ours. They didn't say this is the come one, come all. We're going to break the laws and look out for each other and create a parallel government. They didn't say that.
Black people are definitely not as united as he's making it out to be. There's still a long ways to go for my community. As a black community, we tear down our own faster than what white people do, or Asian community. As fast as we big somebody up in our community, I've seen time and time again where we are quick to tear them down as well. And also, I see no problem with Nick Fuentes being proud of being white, okay? I think we need it. That doesn't mean he's racist or anything. Look, man, just treat everybody with respect.
But they said, look, we need to look out for each other. Government's not doing it. Somebody's got to look out for us Italians. This is what they did. And they created community power. Don't turn your nose up at community organizing. Don't be too good for that. Us white folk don't do that. Well, we do now. We need to now if we want to survive. As individuals, we are weak. Together, we are strong. This is the first principle of politics. This is the first principle of political organizing, is that in order for you to have a say, in order for you to be protected, you need to have the numbers. You need to have the ranks that you can call upon for whatever it is that an organization needs. Whatever it is, you print a t-shirt, a poster, you make the dinner, you carpool with the people. Maybe the guy knows how to use a gun, maybe whatever it is. White people need to start to look out for each other and need to start to organize politically. When I say get together, I don't mean you go and you hang out over the campfire and shoot the shit about politics. I mean, you guys need to be leveling up. This is why I tell the young people, we need to actually acquire power. So that means you and your buddies, when you get together, it's not just shooting the shit, talking about the latest white person to get murdered by a non-white person. You need to be ascending the ladder, getting involved, making money, making as much money as possible, getting into a good school, the best school you can, becoming a professional, getting into the best law firm, one of the richest companies. You need to be getting into politics, making political connections. You need them. Everybody needs political connections now. Lawyers become judges. Lawyers become politicians. Lawyers become state reps. They can dispense favors. People with lots of money can buy politicians. People with lots of money can buy races. This is how we need to start to think. So people like to say, we're not going to vote our way out of this. Who said anything about voting? Politics is everything else other than war. People say, there's no political solution. We're never going to vote our way out of this. Well, we're not necessarily going to go guns blazing and fight our way out of it either. What we can do is start to slowly, but consistently and persistently over time, increase the power of our own people.
I do agree with Nick a lot right here. This is something that I've spoken about the black community for the longest time. In my opinion, it starts with the youth. We need to teach them that it's cool to get into politics. It's cool to be a contributing member of society. A good way to make a difference is to be a contributing member of society and give back to the community that gave to you. So yeah, I don't have no problem with Nick saying this. I think a lot of people have a problem with the word white people. And look, man, he's denouncing terrorism, violence, murder. This ain't some Chud the Builder type situation. But yeah, very interesting. I'm very curious to see what you guys think about it as well. Do you agree with Nick? Do you think he's talking crazy? But let me know in the comment section. But I'm out here. Peace.